Hola YouTube, ¿cómo estás? This is Lear here. No, I'm kidding. How's it going, guys? Lear here, and gonna be bringing you again the same team. I know you guys are probably going, Lear, show some fucking variety already. And I'm just like, I like this team. Yeah, I know. I am gonna be trying to switch things up. I've got another team in the works. But at the moment, this is one of my most thought out teams, and it's worked out quite a lot. So I'm really going with it. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. Anyway, so my opponent here is Joshua. He is Cranky Crocina's boyfriend, and he is a really good battler. I have yet to win against this man. I have yet to win against him. I have faced the offensive core of this team before, which is the Duranitan and the Gyarados, which is a Mega Gyarados and is fucking scary when it sets up on me. So yeah, let's get into the battle here, and yeah, let's just do this thing. So he's gonna lead off with the Darmanitan, and I know for a fact that his Darmanitan is choice, and I'm guessing that it's scarfed instead of specs, or sorry, banded, not specs. Oh my god, that'd be terrible. So he's gonna trace the levitate, but I don't care. I'm gonna go for the hydro pump because I'm not playing around with threats at all. And I'm just like, well, shit, I missed the hydro pump, so I'm gonna switch into my special wild Clefable, and he's gonna hit me with a tri attack. I'm like, that shouldn't do all that much, and I'm like, wow, that did a little bit much. I'm working on getting a Porygon. I really want to use Porygon. Both Porygon 2 with Eviolite and Porygon Z. Anyways, he's gonna switch into his Gengar on my Toxic. So that's a really good play there. Probably also predicting the Moonblast, but either way, that was a really good play. Because it basically negates what I did. So I'm gonna switch into my Scizor. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go for the Pursuit. Because, well, I switch into the Scizor on predicting the Sludge Bomb, but he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I go for the Pursuit. That would have killed his Gengar if I wouldn't have been burned, but he is running a pretty good, pretty nice Gengar set. So it looks like it's probably Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Will-O-Wisp, and Destiny Bond, and unfortunately he got the Destiny Bond off, so my Scizor would have played actually a really great role in this match, but unfortunately it was really short-lived. So he is going to go into his Keldeo, and I'm going to go into my Rotom, and I'm just going to go for the safe Volt switch here. And just because, like I said, I don't like playing around with threats, so I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. And I am going to go back into my Clefable, because I know that there's most likely a Secret Sword coming, if not a Hydro Pump. Either way, I will be able to take that, but I take the Secret Sword even better, because it is resisted. So, right now, I'm just really sad, and I'm lamenting over the loss of my Scizor, but I guess I'm going to have to get over that pretty soon. So he's going to withdraw his Keldeo, and he's going to go into his Darmanitan. So, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to go for the Toxic on whatever wants to come in. I'm going to be able to hit anything else since his Gengar's dead. So I get the Toxic off on the Darmanitan. And this Clefable is a Toxic stalling set. So I am actually, and I know it's Scarfed, so I'm actually just going to go for the Safe Protect here, get some more Toxic damage off, and look what he's going to lock himself into. And like usual, he's just going for a U-turn. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see here what I'm going to be able to switch into. That way I can set up on it or go into something that would be advantageous. So I'm going to go into my Charizard. And it's my shiny Charizard. I just want to mention too that Cranky Crocina actually hooked me up with this Charizard. She is awesome. So he's going to go for the U-turn on that Charizard. Surprise, surprise! And he's going to go into the Porygon 2. So he is going to trace the Blaze, but whatever. But I know this thing's bulky as shit, so I'm just going to switch out into my Mandibuzz. And he's going to hit me with the discharge. It shouldn't really do all that much. I mean, my Mandibuzz is, I think Mandibuzz is bulkier than Porygon too. So I'm just going to go for the safe knockoff here. I mean, it is very obvious too, but I want to knock off that item. But he's going to switch out into his Keldeo, predicting the knockoff, and I'm going to get the knockoff, and I'm going to take off the Life Orb. But he does get the Justified boost, and that does kind of scare me, but at the same time, like, what's the point of having Justified on a special attacker? So I'm going to switch back into my Clefable, just because, you know, I'm going to be able to eat whatever it's going to hit me with, and he's going to hit me with the Surf. So that is going to crit me, but I'm still going to be able to live that quite well. And, man, Scizor, why? Why Scizor? He's going to hit me with another Surf, but like I said, I'm going to eat that up, and I'm going to go for a super effective Moonblast and take out the one shred of HP that he has remaining. Just going to get some leftovers recovery here, and he's going to go back out into the Darmanitan. And you actually might be seeing me with the Darmanitan. Oh my god, it's such a good choice, Scarf. Anyway, so he's going to lock himself into the U-turn, and I'm going to get some more leftovers recovery, and I'm going to get some toxic damage off on that Darmanitan. So I am going to withdraw my Clefable, and I'm going to go into my Mamoswine, because I'm going to be able to take that U-turn no problem. And I should be able to do lots of damage to whatever wants to come in, just because he's got that. But probably predicting the Earthquake, he does switch into his Gyarados here. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Sorry about that. I am going to go for the Rock Slide, but I did forget that, Mega Gyarados loses its flying typing. So now it's Dark and Water, and it's going to go for the Dragon Dance. So my heart kind of sank a bit when I saw this, because I have been swept by this thing before, and I was quite angry. I'm like, no! I don't want to die to this thing again. So I'm going to withdraw my Mamoswine just because I do need it. So I'm going to go out into my Mandibuzz here, because I should be able to eat whatever attack it's going to go for. And he does go for the Waterfall. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. So he is going to go ahead and set up the +2 and send me deeper and deeper into depression. But you know, foul play, see how much it's gonna do, and it almost knocks it out. So I'm just gonna start cutting myself at this point, just because this Gyarados is just a monster. So I'm gonna die to a +2 Waterfall here, and I'm like, well, shit, what am I gonna do? So I brain fart, and I'm like, oh yeah, Scarf Rotom, I should be able to outspeed this thing and just kill it with a Volt Switch. No, it has Mold Breaker. It kills me with an Earthquake. I'm just like, the fuck was I thinking? So I switch out into my Mamoswine. I'm like, come on, Mamoswine. Life Orb, Ice Shard. Let's hope this kills. So I do get the kill, and I get a crit there. I'm not 100% sure if that mattered, but who cares? Mega Gyarados is dead. And the source of my depression is now gone. But he's going to switch out into the Darmanitan. I'm most likely predicting a Flare Blitz, just because he is down to his last 3 Pokemon, and whatever is going to switch in is not going to take Flare Blitz all that well. So I'm going to just sack my Clefable here, because I'm like, well, you know what, Clefable, you've done well, but he's got 2 physical attackers, and then especially defensive, or a defensive Porygon too. So I'm like, alright, well, let's just go out here into my Charizard, and let's go ahead here and Mega Evolve. Now, I'm not 100% sure if Mega Evolving was the right choice, just because maybe I should have just gone for the regular Air Slash, but I wanted that power boost. So I am going to take that sun boosted stab flare blitz from a 140 base power Darmanitan, and I'm gonna live it with 2 HP. At this point, I was like, it lived, and I knock out the Darmanitan, and then he's got the Mamoswine, and I'm just like, wow. Let's go into Mamoswine. I should be able to eat whatever hit it's gonna hit me with. And he is gonna go for the Ice Shard here, and even with the thick fat, you know, that's gonna do a nice amount just for Ice Shard damage, anyways. And I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here, and that's barely going to knock it out. And then he's going to retaliate with his own Earthquake, and that's gonna kill me. And I'm just like, well, I've got Charizard. He's gonna Ice Shard it, and it's gonna kill me. But you know, I really like battling him just because it's really fun. A really good guy, really good sport too about it, and I like being I like battling him. I'm going to beat him one day. I will, and when I do, everyone will see it. I will post it for all of the internet. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that battle. It was a bit of a sweep. Not as bad as one of my first battles with him, where he completely swept me with Mega Gyarados. Let's not talk about that, or else my therapist will, you know, be angry with me for bringing it up again. Just kidding. Anyways, guys, really hope you enjoyed the battle. Do stay tuned for more. Friday, I have a very special battle lined up here, and it is going to be really nice, and hopefully it'll be with a name of a YouTuber that you will that you'll recognize. He recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'll leave you with that hint. But otherwise, you know, what kind of Pokemon would you want to see on my team? Raising a Garchomp. I just finished IV breeding a Beldum. Might see a Metagross. But yeah, I'll definitely be trying to have a new team for next week. And as always, have a good one, guys.